This is TWiT.
In the invite, it said by innovation only. And a number of pundits, Rene, have said, where was the innovation here? This is a tick-tock phone. It's not the iPhone XS. It's the iPhone XS.
They said the same. I mean, so I took issue with this when the Galaxy Note came out and the Galaxy S10 because people were like, I'm so bored with this now too. And I'm way too optimistic about technology to be bored by this kind of stuff. It's like we spent a decade making these things really, really good. And now we're starting to do a lot of fun things with them. But, they're still rounded rectangles. So I'm going to be all super, super cynical about it and think that makes me sound smart. And I just, drives me nuts.
You say innovation is making that extra camera truly useful. Part of a consistent, cohesive experience. It's the difference between a throwaway and a tool. Apple didn't make the first MP3 player. They made the iPod. Not the first smartphone, but the iPhone. Not the first tablet or smartwatch or wireless earbuds, and on and on. Apple's innovation today remains the same as it's always been in packaging technologies in a way that provides the best experience possible for mainstream customers. And that's what they're doing here with Wide Angle. End of rant.
Like, for example, we talked about it before. It's like all of these companies, like Google does this too. They work on very, very small, very, very internal things that just makes your life better. So you lose less photographs. You get the photograph you really want. The phone doesn't die. And there's all these things that they do that doesn't make the phone look like a triangle or a donut, but every day makes your life just a little bit less frustrating. And we turn around and go, oh, you're so boring.
It's so peak phone. I have to agree with you. After reading the reviews, I do feel like there is some really big stuff in here. There is some significant progress. Not enough, probably, if you have an iPhone XS Max, probably. But certainly if you have any older iPhone, right?
I don't know. It was the funnest thing. I put up a
5 extra battery life.
I know, even that alone. Yeah.
That's like, there's that part of me that wants to say, you know what? Your XS is fine. It's doing great. You don't need to upgrade this year. But there's that other part of me that goes, 5 extra hours is huge.
Yeah.
That's
and that's the kind of thing that doesn't sound like innovation. That sounds like, it's incremental improvement. But to remember that they had to change the operating system. They had to change the processor. They had to change everything. The panel to make this work. That's innovation. I think that qualifies.
And I put up a Twitter poll because everybody was saying that they did don't buy it. You don't need to upgrade. So I put up a poll saying, "Are you going?" And they're like, "Yes." I'm talking about other people shouldn't do it. And I think the people who buy the XS, not that all of them are going to upgrade, because some people certainly buy a new phone every 4 years. But there are just some people who are geeks and always they buy 3 phones a year. Yeah. Like there are different rules for different people and how they choose to budget their money, and it's their business. And I feel like we shouldn't tech shame them.
Have you had a chance to play? Go ahead, Andy, and then Lory. Hold on, Lory. Go ahead, Andy.
Yep. Yeah, and also this is a really great under the hood innovative upgrade. I will only say that they kind of stuck their neck out by putting innovation right there on the invitation, which means that you are going, okay, if you say that this is about innovation, we're gonna get out the innovation test kit and really look at everything that you're doing here. But that said, it's not. This isn't the sort of thing where I think that you're gonna feel as though you missed out by buying it this year instead of buying the iPhone 12 next year. The fact that they're really first off the blocks with Wi-Fi 6, the fact that they are doing ultra wide networking, that all these radios they put it underneath there that will not just give them great things to demo on launch day, but also a reason why they can say, oh, by the way, we're introducing this new feature that we couldn't have done if not for the fact that we had put this really cool new radio inside this handset, knowing that we're no way we can make this deadline in September, but for January, for iOS 13.2, for 13.1, you're going to continue to get value out of this phone. So no, I'm not disappointed with this phone at all. This is not even a talk prime. This is an excuse to kind of drop the TikTok paradigm entirely.
Yeah, that's a bad
There's so
paradigm.
many services now that allow you to upgrade your phone every year on sort of a lease to own plan. And I think that question of should I upgrade this year becomes a little less important when you're on an iPhone upgrade program or, the AT&T Next or whatever your service is that you have, like you can just trade it in for another one. It's you're continuing to pay for a phone, but if you kind of think of it as I'm leasing to get to the next phone, then yeah, every year you should upgrade, every single year. And in fact, this year, if you were on the 10R last year and you upgrade to the 11 this year, you're saving money because it's less expensive than last year's phone. So that's, pretty awesome.
Yeah, good point. I bet it does sell a lot of the Apple iPhone Forever plans.
Yeah.
Because people are going to want these upgrades, I think. It's sufficient. Let's put it that way. It's a sufficient upgrade that it's something to make you lust for it, even if you decide to be fiscally prudent.